Hey, my loves, I would like to welcome you back to the Know Who You Are podcast. I am your host, Tamisa D. And over here on this podcast, it is a production of me journaling out loud, sharing my daily, weekly life lessons with you guys so that we can all grow in love, prosper in peace, and move forward, flowing in life peacefully, abundantly, all of that good stuff. Now, listen, do I have a conversation for you today? We are talking about saving grace. Yes, we are talking about saving grace. Now, before I get into the depth of where this conversation piece came from, I want to tell you guys about a dream that I had. Now, it was a bit terrifying, but I feel like it's important to share this with you guys so that you can understand the message that I received from this dream, okay? So, in the dream, I was going to a restaurant to get some food for my kids. Now, in the dream, I knew that the restaurant closed at 10, but when I went to the restaurant with my children and I peeked inside of the restaurant, I saw the people cleaning and the restaurant was closed. When I looked down at my cell phone, it was about 34 minutes after 10, right? So that was the first thing. Now, as me and my children, and this is the dream, as me and my children were walking back to the car to get in the car, a guy was approaching me. Now, this guy, he looked well put together. He had on a suit or whatnot, but I feel like I saw him beyond his physical, that he looked good. I saw him with my spiritual eyes, in a sense, like my discernment, and I knew that he didn't have good intentions for me, right? So I continued to walk slowly. I did not walk with the urgency, although I felt this person meant me no good, right? So as I got to the car, I got my two little ones in the back seat, and then something told me to get in the back seat with them. And that's exactly what I did. Now, I was holding something in my arm, like a bag or something. And as soon as I got that in the car and closed the door, I clicked the button and the truck locked. Now, pay attention to what I said. I clicked the button and the truck locked. As soon as that happened, right, the man who I discerned that, had ill intentions, he pulled on the front door, the driver's seat door, trying to get into the car. Mind you, I'm in the back seat with the kids, so I'm just saying, thank you, God. And I'm trying to click the emergency alarm on the, like the panic button, so the alarm could go off and maybe this person will flee away from the car and leave us alone. Nothing on the beeper would work. Right now, the doors did lock, but nothing will happen after the initial doors lock. So as I woke up and I was recalling the dream, so many things God pointed out to me. The first thing he pointed out to me was being prompt and being on time to things. When your notion to go somewhere, or your notion to do something, or you receive a download or an assignment of something for you to accomplish, do not procrastinate. And me going to the restaurant after 10, when I know the restaurant closed at 10, it was a message there to go on time. When you receive a vision, or if you receive an assignment, or you're working on a project, do not procrastinate. Get it done, because in order for the next thing to come in and for you to have room to accomplish what you need to with the next task, you must first take care of this first one, right? So that was one first point. Like, you need to be prompt, you need to be more punctual, and you need to take things in a more serious manner. Get things done without procrastinating, right? And move forward. And then as I'm going through this dream, like, God, please reveal to me what this means. He gave me the next key point. Now, mind you, when I said that I was leaving the restaurant and walking towards the truck with the two little ones, I saw this man coming towards me, and I knew in my heart, my discernment was telling me this person is iffy. Like, I was giving him the side eye. because my discernment told me he had ill intentions. I felt it. So the Spirit of God reminded me that you need to take your grace and respect it, right? And treat it with more of an urgency, because with God dropping it into my spirit that this person meant me no well, I continued to mosey on all slowly and not take it as an urgent matter. And I should have swiftly moved away from that danger, right? So he continued to go deeper with the grace over me as he brought back my memory of entering into the car. And just at the split second before he tugged on the door, I clicked the button and it locked. And God brought it to my attention that in the dream, the buttons for the lock, for the unlock, all of the buttons was missing. So me clicking it and the doors locking, that wasn't even me. That was God showing me the grace and the favor over my life. God was saying that even in the midst of your trouble, I covered you. Right when the enemy thought he had you, I covered you. Understand? And because you have grace over your life, you must not take that for granted, and you must treat your grace with respect and not take advantage of it. Because I know God covers me and I know I have grace, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dibble and I'm gonna dabble in this, and I'm not gonna treat this with urgency, because I know that God is gonna cover me. I know God told me not to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and dibble in it in a little bit because I got God's grace over me. It's a time in this land that you have to take your grace and respect it. You have to stop taking your grace for granted, because grace is a privilege. Grace is something that you should really take care of and manage well, right? And I said all of that to say, you know, when God is revealing things to you and when God is shifting you into a new realm of grace, of favor, you need to handle that accordingly, right?